Hello, tubers, and welcome to the Stink Bug Works. Actually, today, here in my kitchen, I thought I'd let you see how I'm doing on the 1/20th scale Atlas and on the 1/20th scale Short Circuit. Um, First, the Atlas. I've finally attached the cowl to the hatch. Oops, lost my carburetor air intake. Anyway, it's not light, but it's cool. You know, you can see little Bill here. He's leaning into his turn, and all he really needs is a windscreen. And I'm not 100% happy with that carburetor scoop. I think I might do something else. I might make one out of real thin aluminum. Although, you know, for what it is, that might be good enough. So all this boat needs is a little paint on the bottom of the hull, and away you go. It'll be ready to go. Put the hardware in it, and we can get her running. Now, let's take a look at Chuck Thompson's boat here. I just finished with little old Chuck here now, and you can see he's kind of hanging in and leaning into that turn just a little bit, and he's having a good time driving. And originally I thought I was just going to leave the cowl like this, but the original Unlimiteds, they were open from about here to the front of the firewall here, and then the exhaust stacks ran down kind of at an angle because the engine was at an angle, and then they came straight up right here, right in poor Chuck's ear. So I was thinking of making a water slide decal that had the shape of the engine cutout, but then I'd have a photograph in there of an Allison V1710, and then just this, you know, piece of aluminum tubing coming up looking like an exhaust stack. So that's an idea, but I may just leave it at this. Now, you know, neither of these boats were built to go as fast as you possibly could. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this 5-ton cowl on here. And they were built to look cool. I've got enough boats that go really fast, so I'll be happy with these if they run good and look cool. One last thing I wanted to talk about is this case. See this case? For ease in transport and storage, there's nothing like being able to put your boats in a little case. And this, the canopy will come off. This one, I'll pull the wing and fins off. You saw how I just had those sticking in, so that's the reason I did that. And I'll probably have to pull this hatch over and set it off the side like this. But what a nice, safe way to store all your boats. You know, it keeps the dust off of them. It keeps hanger rash off of them. You know, so it's just kind of a safe, and then transporting them's easy, and then working on them there at the pond. You know that you have a nice little stand built in. It's your case. So there you go, folks. I just thought I'd let you know. Still waiting for parts to come in on the 12-inch challenge boat. Had some issues with the speed control getting wet in the outrigger. I have since fixed that. It turns out that my marine speed control was not waterproofed. It is now. So we'll be out running that next week, and I'll be putting the bigger prop back in it. And I think, you know, I looked at it real close on my setup board, and I'm thinking the turn fin may have been canted up a bit, which threw in some right turn, which required a whole bunch of left rudder to keep everything going straight. So I had a ton of trim drag. I've since realigned the turn fin, and that may help out a whole lot and let me get some real speed up on that thing, because it should be a lot faster than it was. It wasn't a slouch. No, it ran real good, but I think it's capable of much more. Anyway, there you go, folks. Until next time, jet out.